Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session, oxygen and their compounds we have discussed, which is in the concept of 16th group elements in P block elements unit. In this session, I am going to discuss sulfur and their compounds. Yes, 16th group elements, otherwise group 16 elements. Now, the second topic is sulfur and its compounds. Sulfur and its compounds. In that, first one is allotropy of sulfur. Allotropy of sulfur. Second one, oxides of sulfur. Third one is oxo acids of sulfur. So, we need to discuss three compounds of sulfur: allotropy, oxides and oxo acids. We will start with the first one, that is allotropes of sulfur. Allotropes of sulfur. Sulfur shows many allotropic modifications: alpha, beta, gamma, plastic sulfur, many are possible, students. We will start with the first one, that is alpha sulfur, also called rhombic sulfur. Rhombic sulfur. It is also called yellow sulfur. It is also called yellow sulfur. So, this is the most stable form of many allotropic modifications of sulfur. This is most stable form of sulfur, because many allotropes are there. This is the most stable one because of the arrangement of sulfur atoms in a different manner. Next, the melting point of this sulfur is 385.8 kelvins. Okay. Specific gravity of rhombic sulfur is, specific gravity of this rhombic sulfur is 2.06. It is prepared by roll sulfur is heated in carbon disulfide, then forms rhombic sulfur. Roll sulfur is one kind of sulfur which is allotropic modification of a sulfur. Yes, preparation of this. Roll sulfur evaporated in carbon disulfide solution, then forms rhombic sulfur, nothing but alpha sulfur it is. This is the preparation. Next, it is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water because water is polar, sulfur is non-polar. Polar soluble in polar only, but not in non-polar, because water is polar and alpha sulfur is non-polar, hence insoluble in water. Some extent, it means little amount of sulfur is soluble in benzene, ether, alcohol. Some extent of alpha sulfur soluble in benzene, ether, alcohol. It means in organic solvents, but it is readily soluble in carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide is non-polar, even sulfur also non-polar. That is why it is soluble in which one? Carbon disulfide. Okay. This is the first form, that is alpha form. nothing but rhombic sulfur, also called yellow sulfur. Next, second form is beta sulfur, beta form of sulfur, also called monoclinic sulfur, monoclinic sulfur. It is less stable than alpha form because of arrangement of sulfur atom in structure. The melting point is 393 kelvins, specific gravity is 1.96, read all points. So, it is less stable than alpha sulfur. Melting point is 393 kelvins. Specific gravity is 1.98. It is soluble in carbon disulfide, because carbon disulfide is nonpolar, even beta sulfur also nonpolar. So, how to prepare this? If you take a rhombic sulfur, you just heat it. On cooling, a crust will be formed. It means a layer will be formed on the surface of the rhombic sulfur after heating followed by cooling. Then put 2-3 holes on that layer or a crust. Then a needle-like crystals of beta sulfur will be formed. Right? Preparation of beta sulfur. Rhombic sulfur is melted, it means heating, followed by cooling, then forms crust. Crust means a layer will be formed. Put 2 holes on crust, put 2 holes on crust, then forms a needle-like beta sulfur, then forms a needle-like beta sulfur. So, needle-like means it is just like this. Yes, a sharp needle-like structure will be formed, that is beta sulfur. Now, the important point is less than 369 Kelvin temperature, alpha sulfur is more stable. Less than 369 Kelvin temperature, alpha sulfur is stable. Very, very important. Next, greater than 369 Kelvin temperature, beta sulfur is more stable. So, very, very important. At low temperature, alpha sulfur, at high temperature, beta sulfur. So, but at 369 Kelvin temperature, both alpha and beta sulfurs are stable. Both are stable. When you increase the temperature, it becomes beta. If you decrease the temperature, becomes alpha. If you maintain temperature constant, that becomes both sulfurs stable. This temperature, it's nothing but 369 Kelvin temperature called transition temperature. Transition temperature. It means below that alpha, above that beta. Right? Next, in both forms, in both alpha and beta forms, sulfur exists as S8 form. It means S8 ring. So, the structure is crown structure, otherwise it is also called ring structure. Sulfur, 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 sulfur. There are 8 corners. It is crown shape or also called puckered ring structure. Puckered ring structure it is. Okay. So, each sulfur undergoes sp3 hybridization. Sulfur hybridization is sp3, right, puckered ring structure. Bond angle 107 degrees, bond angle is 107 degrees. SS bond length in this is 204 picometers, 204 picometers, right. Alpha and beta sulfurs are in S8 form puckered ring structure. On each sulfur there are 2 lone pairs and each sulfur is covered by 2 bonds, covalency is 2, right. Next. So, other allotropic forms of sulfur, alpha completed, beta completed. Other allotropes of sulfur. Other allotropes can existed as S6 to S20. Other allotropes of sulfur available as S6 to S20 atoms in ring. It means the ring contains 6 carbons, 6 sulfurs, 7 sulfurs, 8, 9, 10 up to 20 sulfurs also possible in that ring. Okay, among them the first one is S6 I am taking. This is called Angel's sulfur. It is available in chair form it is S8, puckered ring structure S8. So, this is in chair form. Yes, it is chair form. Sulfur, 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 sulfur. The SS bond length is 20.57. This is 205.7 picometers and the bond angle is SS bond angle is 102.2 degrees because of which one? Lone pair bond pair repulsions. Hybridization of S is, that is sp3 hybridization. It is a chair form structure in S6. S2 form, another one is S2. At high temperature, nothing but 1000 Kelvin temperature, S2 form is more stable one. At elevated temperatures, nothing but nearly 1000 Kelvins, S2 form is dominant form than other forms. S2 form is dominant than other forms. Okay. S2 structure is similar to O2 structure. Okay. So, S2 is paramagnetic like O2. Oxygen is paramagnetic according to molecular orbital energy diagrams. Similarly, sulfur is also belongs to the same group, oxygen family, hence sulfur also paramagnetic in nature. So, these are the, what are the allotropic modifications of sulfur, the first compound of a sulfur. Now, the second component of sulfur is oxides of sulfur. Yes, second component of sulfur is oxides of sulfur. Now, second one is oxides of sulfur. There are two oxides, one is SO2, another one is SO3. SO2 given in our syllabus, SO3 not given in our syllabus. We will start with SO2, sulfur dioxide. So, SO2, the name is sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide it is. Okay. So, sulfur dioxide preparations we will observe first. Preparations of sulfur dioxide. First preparation, sulfur burns with oxygen, then gives rise to sulfur dioxide. Zinc sulfide burns with oxygen, then gives rise to 2 ZnO plus 2 sulfur dioxide molecules. Iron sulfide 4 moles of FeS2 burns in presence of oxygen, then gives rise to Fe2O3 plus 8 moles of sulfur dioxide will be formed. These are the preparations of sulfur dioxide. So, one more SO3 minus 2 plus 4H plus gives rise to SO2 plus H2O. So, you can take 2H plus, SO2 will be formed. So, this is about the preparation of sulfur dioxide. So, the gas of sulfur dioxide will be formed after drying. So, it becomes liquid. It should be stored in steel cylinders. So, after drying the SO2 gas, it will be liquefied. So, this will be stored in steel cylinders. Okay. Next, properties of, first of all, physical properties of SO2. It is a colorless, pungent, odored gas. Freezing points and melting points you will observe, soluble in water. Yes. Physical properties of SO2. It is colorless, pungent, odored gas, soluble in water. Okay. Liquefies at room temperature. It means melting point is room temperature. Liquefies at room temperature, melting point is room temperature. Boiling point of this sulfur dioxide is 263 kelvins. Low boiling point. When it passed through water, then forms an acid. SO2 passed through water, then forms H2SO3, nothing but acid. SO2 plus H2O gives rise to H2SO3. Sulfurous acid will be formed. Acting as a Lewis acid, it is. SO2 acts as Lewis base. Sorry, it is Lewis base, because on sulfur there is a lone pair, it will be easily donated, because donation of lone pair of electrons on sulfur to others, acting as electron donor, hence it is Lewis base. Okay. Next, it can readily react with NaOH solution, then forms Na2SO4. If excess of NaOH, then forms NaHSO3. So, it can readily reacts with NaOH, forms Na2SO3. If excess of NaOH taken, forms NaHSO3, it is right. Equation 2NaOH plus SO2 gives rise to Na2SO3. The formed one is Na2SO3 plus H2O will be formed. If I take excess, this Na2SO3 H2O again SO2 if I take, then forms 2NaHSO3. If you took excess of SO2 then forms NaHSO3. If you took excess of which one, that is more SO2, excess of SO2 it is, then NaHSO3, small amount then forms Na2SO3, lot of difference it is. So this reaction is similar to that of NaOH reacts with CO2. NaOH reacts with CO2 then forms Na2CO3, almost identical. The above reaction is similar to that of reaction between NaOH and CO2. NaOH and CO2. Okay. Next. So it is acting as a reducing agent. Sulfur dioxide acting as reducing agent. Yes. SO2 acts as mild reducing agent in acidic solution and strong reducing agent in basic solution. SO2 itself involved in oxidation, hence acts as reducing agent. SO2 converted into SO4, oxidation, act as reducing agent. Just find the reason for this, students, why acting as mild in acidic medium, why acting as a strong reducing agent in basic medium. Just search for the answer. If you have, post in our group. So if you didn't have, I will tell the answer. Okay, ask the answer. If you have, okay. If you don't have answer, just ask me, post in our group, we can answer. Just search for this. Right. Afterwards, chemical properties of SO2. Physical properties completed. Chemical properties of SO2. Oxidizing agent. Chemically, it can react with many compounds, then forms different structures. SO2 reacts with Cl2, then gives rise to SO2Cl2. It is called sulfuryl chloride, a dangerous gas. Right? SO2 reacts with O2. 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. Vanadium pentoxide used as a catalyst to prepare SO3 from SO2. Next, 2Fe plus 3 plus SO2 plus 2H2O. Ferric salt it is. Then becomes 2Fe plus 2 it is, and SO4 minus 2 plus 4H plus. Students, ferric reduced to ferrous by sulfur dioxide, hence acting as a reducing agent. So in this, plus 4 is the oxidation state of sulfur. 2 2s minus 4 equal to 0 means plus 4. In this, sulfur oxidation state is plus 6. Plus 4 to plus 6 means increase in oxidation state, involved in oxidation. Itself involved in oxidation, acting as reducing agent. It reduces others, but itself involved in oxidation. It reduces ferric to ferrous. Right? Next. 5SO2 plus 2MnO4. 5SO2 plus 2MnO4 minus permanganate ion plus 2H2O, then gives rise to 2Mn plus 2 plus 5 moles of sulfate ion plus, next 4 moles of H plus ions. 4 moles of H plus ions. So sulfur dioxide converted into sulfate, oxidized itself, acting as a reducing agent. It reduces permanganate ion to manganese ion. Right? Next, what is the structure of sulfur dioxide? Next one is Structure of sulfur dioxide. Structure of sulfur dioxide, SO2. If you observe structure, sulfur is the central atom. Sulfur is the central atom. Okay. So sulfur configuration is 3s2 3p4 it is. S contains 2 electrons, P contains totally 4 electrons. So in the excited state, one will jump to the which one? Next level, it is next one, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be shifted to here. Okay, students. Then this undergoes sp2 hybridization. These three are undergoing hybridization, 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Among them, sulfur is the central. These two can form sigma bond with the oxygens, and these two can form pi bonds. These two can form sigma bonds. 2 sigma bonds with oxygens and 2 pi bonds with the oxygens, and 1 lone pair. This is the lone pair present on the sulfur. Hybridization is sp2 it is. Shape is angular. Shape is angular. Bond angle is 117 degrees. Right? Another shape also you can, like this. Oxygen. Sulfur has totally 6 electrons, 4 plus 2, 6. And this oxygen has totally 6, both belongs to 16th group, 6 valence electrons. And this has totally 6 electrons. Among them, 4 are existed as 2 lone pairs. Getting? Next. Afterwards, the bond length is 143 picometers. So it can be written as S double bond O it is. SO bond length is 143 picometers. These two are the resonating structures of a sulfur. It is sulfur dioxide. So it is uses of sulfur dioxide. It is used to prepare many chemicals like sulfuric acid, sulfur trioxide, okay, used in petroleum industry, anti-clor, disinfectant, many uses are there, I'll write. Okay, uses I have written on the board, students. Used in the refining means purification of petroleum products and sugar products. Used as a bleaching means cleaning agent for wool and skin. Used as anti-clor means to remove excess of chlorine in textile industry. And used as disinfectant, it means the drug which kills the microbes. Preservative, used in the manufacture of chemicals like sulfuric acid, sodium hydrogen sulfate, calcium hydrogen sulfate, and used as a solvent to dissolve many organic as well as inorganic compounds. This is our second sulfur compound, that is SO2. Now the next one is sulfuric acid, that is oxo acids of sulfur. The third component of sulfur given in the syllabus is, third one is oxo acids of sulfur. Oxo acids of sulfur. Many oxo acids are there like sulfurous acid, sulfuric acid, pyrosulfurous, pyrosulfuric, metasulfurous, metasulfuric. Their formulas also there, but they didn't give the whole acids and their oxidation states and their preparations, nothing given. They gave only 2-3 acids structure, and they have given preparations and properties of sulfuric acids. Many acids are there: H2SO3, H2S2O2, H2S2O3, next H2S2O7, H2SO4, H2S2O8, like that many acids are there. So among them few structures we will discuss. First one is H2SO3, sulfur central atom, OH and OH it is. H2SO3. H2SO4 structure, I think one lone pair must be on the central atom. H2SO4, sulfur central atom, double bond O, double bond O, OH and OH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of sulfur, 16th group element. H2S2O7 it is. O7 means S double bond O, S double bond O, OH and OH. H2S2O7 it is. Next, H2S2O8 it is. S double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, OH, OH and double bond. Calculate oxidation state for sulfur, students. For this sulfur plus 6, for this also plus 6. How do you get plus 6? You just verify, students. If you have answer, just write, otherwise ask in our WhatsApp group. Right, these are the acids. Among these acids in our syllabus they have given, what is that? Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. We discuss the given acid, that is sulfuric acid. Yes, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, it is called sulfuric acid. Okay, preparation of sulfuric acid by contact process. Very important, 3 marks question it is. Important and 3 marks question. Contact process. By this process, we can prepare sulfuric acid in a 100% pure combination. So there are 4 steps. Yeah, first step 1 is preparation of sulfur dioxide by burning. What are the ores? Preparation of sulfur dioxide by burning sulfide ores. Okay, it means S plus O2 gives rise to SO2. Otherwise, 4FeS2 plus 11O2 gives rise to 2Fe2O3 plus 8SO2. First step is need to prepare SO2 gas. Okay. Next, after that, step 2. Conversion of SO2 into SO3, sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. That is step 2. Okay. It means the formed SO2 gas in the first step is passed through a catalyst or contact with a catalyst. Hence, it is named as a contact process. Yes. Yes. The SO2 gas produced is contact with which one? Catalyzed bed. Hence, this is called contact process. So here the SO2 formed taken 2 moles with oxygen, then gives rise to 2SO3. Delta H is minus 146 minus 196.6 minus 196.6 kilojoule per mole it is. Okay. Now, conditions are required, students, for this process. The catalyst used is V2O5. Catalyst to speed up the reaction, vanadium pentoxide. Temperature is 720 kelvins must be used. Pressure is around 2 bars of pressure we need to use. Actually, high pressure required. If you pass high pressure, because these are gases, to interact with them you need to put high pressure, but if you maintain high pressure the tanks will be burst. It means the setup will be collapsed. That's why optimum pressure is used. But optimum pressure must be used because of disadvantage when you used high pressure. Next, after that, step 3. So adsorption of the SO3 gas by H2SO4, SO3 in H2SO3. Adsorption of SO3 in concentrated H2SO4 then forms oleum. It is H2S2O7, then forms oleum H2S2O7. Then SO3 plus H2SO4 then gives rise to H2S2O7. Pyrosulfuric acid, also called fuming sulfuric acid. Fuming sulfuric acid, also called oleum, also called pyrosulfuric acid. So why actually SO3 plus H2O then gives rise to H2SO4? Over reaction, we want H2SO4 only, but I am passing H2SO4 then converted into H2S2O7. This H2S2O7 becomes H2SO4. The reason behind is, if you added water to the SO3, then the reaction is uncontrollable. It's very difficult to control that reaction. To overcome this drawback, the SO3 first converted into fuming sulfuric acid. By the addition of water, fuming sulfuric acid can be converted into sulfuric acid, right? So now oleum is diluted with step 4. Oleum is diluted with water, then gives H2SO4 sulfuric acid. So H2S2O7 plus water then gives rise to H2SO4, 2 moles of H2SO4. Getting 4 steps, 3 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So this step is very, very important. Many conditions are required to get SO3. Very, very important 3 marks question. What are the advantages of this process to prepare a sulfuric acid? Actually, the chemicals we are using are very cheaper. So we can recycle the reactants continuously. Impurities are very less, and the H2SO4 obtained is 98% of pure compound. That's why, yeah, advantages of contact process. The reactants are cheaper. Next, the H2SO4 obtained is 96 to 98% pure, very pure H2SO4. Gases can be tested if impurities are present. Gases can be tested if impurities are there, impurities are present. Okay. Next, reactants can be recycled. Reactants can be recycled. Reactants can be recycled. So these are the advantages, 2 marks question, very, very important. This is about the preparation, students. After that, what are the physical properties of sulfuric acid? Physical properties of sulfuric acid. Physical properties of sulfuric acid. It is a colorless, oily, very dense liquid. Yes, it is colorless, oily, dense liquid. So freezing point and melting points. Freezing point is 283 kelvins. 283 kelvins. And boiling point is 611 kelvins. Boiling point is 611 kelvins. So it is dissolved in water. While dissolving in water, it releases more amount of heat. That's why it is exothermic reaction. Yeah. It is dissolved in water with evolution of more energy. It means delta H is equal to negative. Exothermic reaction. While diluting the H2SO4, so while dilution of H2SO4, that is concentrated H2SO4, while dilution of concentrated H2SO4, you remember one thing, take a water in beaker, add H2SO4 drop by drop, getting, with the constant stirring, even then heat is liberated. Don't add H2SO4 to water. That leads explosion and more amount of energy will be liberated. Yes. So first take water in a bowl, stirrer it is a stirrer, okay. Add H2SO4, it is concentrated, drop by drop with the constant stirring, okay. Then it will be diluted. It is the best method, it is the right method. Next one, if you take concentrated H2SO4, if you added water, then it leads to explosion. Very high energy will be liberated. Don't dilute in this way. Dilute H2SO4 by the addition of H2SO4 to water, not water to H2SO4. Very, very important. So the viscosity, especially thickness, is very high, oily, dense, and it is low volatile. Yes, and high boiling point. Viscosity and high boiling point of H2SO4 due to strong hydrogen bonds. Getting? Yeah. Hydrogen bonds are S double bond O, OH, it is first sulfuric acid molecule. Second sulfuric acid molecule is H2SO4. Both will be contact by hydrogen bonds. That's why thickness increases, viscosity increases. To break those hydrogen bonds, you need to maintain more temperature. That's why boiling point also very, very high. Next, what is the reason for chemical reactivity? Reason for chemical reactivity of H2SO4. Reason for chemical reactivity of H2SO4. So in that, the first one is, it is low volatile, more acidic, most affinity towards, it can react with the water very readily, and acting as a strong oxidizing agent. Because low volatile, it means it will not be vaporized readily. High affinity high affinity with water. It means it can react with water readily. Next, acts as strong oxidizing action. Next one is ability to act as strong oxidizing agent and strong acidic character due to strong acidic character. These are the reasons for the chemical reactivity of which one? Sulfuric acid. Now, chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Chemical properties of sulfuric acid. It can act as a strong acid in aqueous solution. H2SO4 can act as strong acid. Reason behind this, it can donate proton readily. So H2SO4 plus water in aqueous solution then gives rise to H3O, water gains proton acceptor and it is proton donor. Proton donor is acid. It lost one proton, that's why HSO4 minus. There is a equilibrium, students. Then the Ka value, Ka means acid dissociated into H plus and HSO4 minus. Acid dissociation constant is nearly 10. 10 means very, very high. It is Ka1. Then again HSO4 minus plus H2O then gives rise to H3O plus again SO4 minus. Ka2 is equal to, it's very low, 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 it is. Ka1 greater than that of Ka2. It is 10, it is 10 to the power of minus 2, 0.01. So Ka1 is more in the sense H2SO4 donating proton very faster. It means H2SO4 donating proton faster, hence acting as strong acid, strongest acid actually, strong acid because of donation of electrons in A. Because of these two reactions, sulfuric acid can form two types of salts. One is normal salts, another one is acidic salts. This HSO4 minus reacts with a plus NaHSO4, Na plus HSO4 minus, a salt, that is acidic salt. This SO4 can react with a cation, Na2 plus SO4 minus 2. Getting? Yes. So H2SO4 can form two types of salts. They are, first one, acidic salts. Second one is normal salts. Normal salts, Na2SO4, K2SO4. Acidic salts, NaHSO4, KHSO4. Acidic means this H is nothing but a proton will be donated, proton donor is acid, the salt becomes acidic. It's a normal one, no hydrogen, right? It is a low volatile, it can react with salts, then forms high volatile acids. H2SO4 is low volatile, hence it can react with the salts, then gives acids which are highly volatile. Highly volatile. The low volatile sulfuric acid reacts with a few salts, then gives different kind of acids which are highly volatile. Example, 2 moles of MX H2SO4 then gives rise to M2SO4 plus HX, 2HX, where X may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, whatever you can take, halogen. The metal may be, M may be calcium, sodium, potassium, whatever you can take, a metal, nothing but. Example for this reaction is 2NaCl plus H2SO4. It is a salt. Salt can react with sulfuric acid, then gives rise to 2HCl plus Na2SO4. HCl is highly volatile, high volatile. H2SO4 is low volatile, low volatile. Low volatile H2SO4 reacts with the salt, then gives high volatile acids. Okay. So, there is a great affinity with water. To clean the test tube in the laboratory, you just shake with the concentrated H2SO4, the test tube will be dried, because H2SO4 interact with water, it removes water from the test tube. Acting as removal of water means dehydrating agent. Yes. H2SO4 shows high affinity with water. Yes. H2SO4 shows high affinity with water. Hence, H2SO4 acting as dehydrating agent, a strong dehydrating agent. It means because of the interaction between the H2SO4 and water, it removes H2O from the test tube, right. So, example for this C12H22O11, it is treated with the concentrated H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4. 12 carbons plus, so 11 H2O will be removed, water will be removed, 11 moles. Okay, students, right. So, it is a black color. This reaction is called a charring reaction. Concentrated H2SO4 acting as an oxidizing agent. The oxidizing power of concentrated H2SO4 is between HNO3 and H3PO4. Hence, it oxidizes copper into copper plus 2, sulfur into sulfur dioxide, carbon into carbon dioxide. Okay? Yeah. The oxidizing power of H2SO4 is intermediate between HNO3 and H3PO4. It means HNO3 stronger, H2SO4 middle, H3PO4 last. So, it can oxidize copper to Cu plus 2, sulfur to SO2, carbon to CO2. Getting, students? Right. Few reactions. Cu plus, okay, 2H2SO4 gives rise to CuSO4 plus SO2 plus 2H2. Plus 6 converted into plus 4. Itself involved in reduction, decrease in oxidation state called reduction. Reduction means acting as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes copper to copper sulfate. Next, 3S plus H2SO4 gives rise to 3SO2 plus H2O, 3SO2 plus 2H2O. Yes, 2H2. Similarly, C plus H2SO4 gives rise to CO2 plus SO2 plus H2. Carbon oxidized to carbon dioxide. Getting all of you? Yes. Uses of H2SO4. H2SO4 is a strong oxidizing agent, dehydrating agent. It is called king of chemicals because the H2SO4 uses increases, number of experiments increases, so result will be increases, inventions will be increases, discoveries, then obviously nation will be developed. The development of nation depending upon consumption of H2SO4. By this you can prepare many fertilizers, many industrial chemicals acting as dehydrating agent. A big list is there. I am writing now. H2SO4 used as named as king of chemicals because by this you can prepare wide range of chemicals. So used as a dehydrating agent, strong oxidizing agent. So the nation development depends upon the consumption of H2SO4 used in the preparation of fertilizers like ammonium sulfate, calcium sulfate, superphosphate of lime, and used in the manufacture of pigments, paints, dyestuff intermediates, used in detergent industry, soap industry, used in metallurgical process to extract many metals like galvanizing, electroplating. Next, storage battery, lead storage battery, automobile battery, inside sulfuric acid is there. So as used as a laboratory reagent. Okay students, these are all uses of sulfuric acid. With this 16th group elements concept completed, which is present in the P block. The left concepts in the P block unit is unit R. 17th group and 18th group. It will continue in the next video.